In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to make the absolute most amount of money with the least amount of work. Now that may sound contradictory or too good to be true, but I'm gonna show you how the billionaires became billionaires. And what it starts off with is visionary leadership. Now, everybody is not gifted as a visionary, but if you are or you have a piece of it, then in this video, I'm gonna show you how to cultivate that skill of visionary leadership so that you can excel and propel yourself to heights that's even unimaginable to most people. So the reason that the visionary leader has so much income potential is because you're able to generate things from your mind. You don't need a lot of resources. You don't need a lot of people. You are creative. And what you have is not only do you see the future, but you have the ability to create the future. The difference between a dreamer and a visionary is a dreamer have great ideas and things that they want to see done and get done, but a visionary is able to actually go and make sure that they get things done. A visionary could see things 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years down the line in the future and make steps today that makes that vision a reality. And that's why the most successful people in the world, the most people who have the most income in the world are actually visionaries. Why? Because they see it in their mind and they go create a company or a business or organization and they go and they make it happen where they're able to get almost unlimited amounts of money from the visions that they have. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about how to be a visionary leader and how to lead as a visionary. The first thing that you have to do is you have to have visionary thinking, right? Visionary thinking starts with not only seeing what is, but seeing what could be, right? You see beyond what's just in front of you to what could be in the future. I think about people like Steve Jobs who saw the phone and how the phone functioned and how he was like, I want to take away the keypad. And he just completely revolutionized the phone industry, or what he did with tablets or music, putting music on the phone. He didn't just see what was and do that. He created new things. I think about people like Elon Musk, who didn't just look at what was right in front of him. He saw where the world was going and where we would be. He started with Tesla, creating these electric cars when other big companies weren't even thinking about it or weren't even doing it. And now they're trying to catch up to what he's done because he's revolutionized the car industry. It has a lot to do with his work ethic, but even for him to see it in his mind and believe that he can do that, for him to believe he could put people on the moon or take people into space. And so there are a number of people that are visionary thinkers, people that can create the future. And when you are a visionary leader, then what happens is the opportunities are unlimited, right? You can create things, you can do things that no one else can do. So the amount of revenue you can generate is like unlike anything else that anyone can get. So there are different levels of leadership. Some people lead as a sage through wisdom. Some people lead as a champion through their passion. Some people lead as an empowerer to encourage people and uplift them. Some people lead as a researcher to look at the data, the statistics, the numbers, and lead in that way. But nobody gets as far as the visionary who is able to sit back, see things in their minds, and makes them happen. And so if you are a visionary, then I would encourage you to spend time looking at how not only how you could see the future, but how you create it, and start in small steps. When you start seeing things and carrying it out, to make it happen, see how you can do things in a bigger and bigger way. But one of the key things that you need to look at in your visionary thinking is that don't think about too many things, right? How you can narrow it down is think about it from an economic perspective, meaning where is it that you could provide the most value and where is it that you can have the biggest impact on revenue that will be able to give you the most amount of revenue, right? And so when you think about it in that way, then what you need to do is you need to think strategically. What are the steps that you need to be able to get things done? And the visionary usually does not start off with the resources. They start off with an idea or they start off with the vision, but the vision is so big and powerful with limited resources and just showing the tip of the potential of what they could do. They're able to get funding, they're able to get people to help, they're able to get resources. Why? Because a visionary vision is so compelling that people want to be a part of it. You inspire people by what you see in the future and your ability to create the future so much that people want to be a part of what you are doing, whether you need to raise finance and capital or whether you need people to put in work to do things. Many people will work for equity or future compensation plans when they are working with a visionary. And so don't feel like as a visionary you have to fund everything and pay everybody, because in reality, as a visionary, what will happen is people will come to you and people will be so inspired by your vision that some people will just want to be a part of it, no matter what you're doing. So when you create a vision and it's so good that people just want to jump in and help, then you know that you're on the right track. So that's strategic thinking, thinking about how your vision can create momentum for whatever it is that you're doing. Then a visionary leader is also goal oriented, that you know in order to reach the destination, you're gonna need a roadmap along the way. And your goals are your roadmap. It's where you're gonna stop for gas. It's where you're gonna stop for a rest. It's where you're gonna stay for the night, right? It's the looking at the practical plan for how you're going to get to where it is that you're going. So you want to be goal oriented and have goals that are more achievable, that leads you to your larger vision. And then you want to have a strategy that's going to help you to be able to go and get to your goal. Your strategy is how you implement your plan. And then one of the keys of a visionary leader is adaptability. Unlike some leadership styles, like a sage who leads with wisdom, who may be more inclined to move at a slower pace and kind of keep things as is and make minor adjustments. Not saying all sages are like that, just saying that could be a characteristic. The visionary leader is very adaptable. The visionary leader goes into COVID with confidence, because instead of a challenge, the visionary leader will create an opportunity. They're adaptable. They see opportunities where other people see obstacles, so they're able to change and go with the flow, because they're not stuck in the present, but they're really looking towards the future. So if you're a visionary leader, you are adaptable. And so if you are a visionary, no matter what career you're in, no matter what job you're in, no matter what it is that you're doing, you have a lot of potential. What I want you to do is just continue to lean into that vision. So if you like this video, then I want you to watch my next video, which is all about the sage who leads with wisdom. A visionary, in order to be successful, you either need to be a sage or you need to get a sage. And so watch the next video, because they all go hand in hand together.